Hello. Is there anybody out there? Is there anyone at all? Hey, welcome to Sundaze at 2. Sundays at 12 minutes after 2. Let's talk a little bit about what we're going to do today. I am your host, caris-arkin. Welcome to WRKN, the home of the horse kisperer. Today we're going to have a special discussion about a song that I just remastered. I have to get into the effects board on the podcaster here and take a little reverb out, or maybe, yeah, just move in. Make it a little softer, a little sweeter. That's not too bad. Need a cameraman. Okay. So before you all overdose on the diving horse loop, let me decide what we're going to do today. Hello, big welcome, and I'm looking for a certain song. Well, I'll look for that afterwards. Let's start today with the remastered re-release of Dreamtime, which was also from the Diving Horse album. And this came out on Spotify a couple of weeks ago, I think. And yeah, you all know the story of this one already. This was written as a lullaby for my little kid. Dreamtime, the happy Sunday. What the frick happened? Oh my God. When will I ever learn? Release the loop button, Ezekiel. Man, talk about being asleep. Okay, wake up. Here we go.
Sleep, my baby, and then maybe you will see things that you never had dreamed of. In the morning, wake, my darling, find yourself here where you've unwrapped the chains on my heart. Star of wonder, take me under, lead me away from this delicate glimpse of the sun. If you would now, do me good now, give me a word that the best of our days have begun. Meantime, there's no way you won't follow. I'll hold you, never let go. Dreamtime, you can stay till tomorrow. That's when all the angels come home. Time is fleeting, catch the meeting. 20 more years I could turn right around and say start with this know-how. You can go now, out of this world, but I dare you to stray from my heart. Meantime, there's no way I won't follow. I'll hold you, never let go.
my heart.
I'd say that the angel came home.
Yeah, the angel came home. She sure did. I had and have the most beautiful daughter in the whole wide world. How many times have you heard that before from different people? But in my case, it's extremely, excruciatingly, delightfully true. Emma Grace, what a lovely name. Say it once for me. We both sound the same. You came to me. I knew all along you would come to me. My greatest song. I like that. I heard a little car like go by right at the end of that. It's like a perfect fade out. Yesterday I was doing some park singing, I'll call it. I sit on this shady little corner across the street from the Martyrs of the Revolution monumental building, which also could tie into a lot of these things here. We're going to have a war and peace thing, emphasis on the peace going on today. And so like I said, yeah, I've written sweet songs, I've written angry songs, I've written tough songs, I've written difficult songs. This is all of the above, perhaps. This is my good friend Bob Frederick's favorite song, I'm willing to say. This was largely inspired by a movie called El Topo, and also Meetings of Remarkable Men. And then just to make things rhyme a little bit, I got a sting like a bee, thing happening in there. So this is a song really about the annihilation of the ego, and this is also from the Diving Horse album, and this one is called "The Guns of El Dio." Try to follow this one. Sounds like something from Al Jazeera. Stay awake, baby. Can't fall asleep on me. Hit it!
Let's take it again right from the top. Just tell me, when did this guy show up? That funny little bump on his head, you think he's some kind of fighter. Don't let it get around, but we said we're here to put you down and back up. And we can turn your head around a lot faster than a whippoorwill. Get him up and make him walk. If you think you're getting out, it's an illusion. Let's have a little talk, and you're on your way to making my day. This is fast-acting stuff, and you don't know what's inside of the solution. But they never miss their mark, and you just get blown away by the guns of LDO. Talked his way in, don't know a better way to wake up. Somewhere on a plane called the Deccan, he's still connecting each live wire. Those had to be remarkable men, that son of a gun never gives up. Yeah. Don't even turn your head around, keep him moving back up the hill. Get him up and make him walk. Down here it's only sin and retribution. Let's have a little talk. I'll bet you think of nothing to say.
That's right. We'll be on you like a hawk, and there's just no way to fuck the institution. Yeah.
Cause they never miss their mark, and you just get blown away by the guns of LDO. No more double connotating. What were those 44 years of silence waiting for these days of destruction?
Baby, I'll be homing in on you just like a smart bomb, having its day.
Oh, ain't that a beauty?
Man, Michele Paciulli did such an awesome arrangement on this.
Exactly how did this guy get in? Oh, now he's never gonna let up. They tell me now that back in his prime, that boy was some kind of fighter. And oh, you need another hole in your head to know when it's your time to give up. Now we can turn your head around much faster than a whippoorwill. Get him up and make her walk. It's time to put an end to this confusion. Put your hands down and talk. There's just no getaway. This is fast acting stuff.
Okay.
And you don't know what's inside of the solution.
Oh yeah.
We never miss our mark, and you just get blown away. Put a whistle in your walk. There is no out of line, it's all illusion. We'll be on you like a hawk. There's just no getaway. So it's better not to talk and to just keep reaching out for restitution. 'Cause you never miss their mark and you just get blown away by the guns of LDO.
Just get blown away.
By the guns of LDO.
Aha. Yeah, the winds of the Middle East and the Mexican desert and the turbulence of my mind. Because I've been around a long, long time. And the proof of that would be this audio birthday card that I also got from my just mentioned buddy Bob Fredericks. And so when I was in Belize, having my coffee, minding my own business, officer, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Much to my delight, I gotta find the effects thing here. Okay, much to my delight.
Yeah. Scooby, Scooby, Scooby.
This was my birthday.
Scooby, 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 yo.
Thank you.
Scooby.
70 years and a lifetime of sound. Carries your songs, our world renowned. From the streets of Italy to Mexico, you've broken the boredom and put on a show. With 6 strings of soul and a voice like the rain, you've opened up hearts and spoke of our pain. From the first note you played to this very day, you've given us songs for ear and full brain. You're 70 candles young today. With your voice and guitar, you are what you play. You gave us your rhythm, your spirit, your soul. You are your music and it never grows old. You're 70 candles young today. With your voice and guitar, you are what you say. You gave us your rhythm, your spirit, your soul. 70 candles that never grow.
That's right.
Some others burn out, but you made it stay. In melody woven through decades of days. Each chorus a bliss and each verse a wise tune. You've written great songs and we celebrate you.
Yeah,
busking in New York and in the CC. In India and Nepal, you brighten the street scene.
Yeah.
Your music found hearts all the world over, and we want to hear them over and
All
over.
right.
Your 70 candles, young today.
That's right.
With your voice and guitar, you are what you say. You gave us your rhythm, your spirit, your soul. 70 candles that never grow old.
Now the candles burn bright on this 70th year, and your melodies are playing out in our ears. We gather with gratitude, raise up our beers to 70 years of your life. Cheers!
Oh, caris, your 70 candles, young today. With your voice and guitar, you are where you belong. You gave us your rhythm, your spirit, your fame. Your words are your soul, and your song is your name. Your 70 candles, young today. With your voice and guitar, you are what you say. You gave us your rhythm, your spirit, your soul. 70 candles that never grow old. So here's to your journey, the paths that you paved, to the lives that you touched, to the notes that you played. Happy birthday, friend Caris. Your legacy's clear. You played the world brighter year after year.
Yeah.
Scooby, 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 Scooby,
Okay.
Scooby, 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 Scooby,
Yeah. All right. I love that. I love that. Bob probably thought that was just going to be a one-day deal when he made that for me, but that is living a life all its own. Here's to another 70 years, buddy. And this one I wrote as a well-grounded, cynical response to an ex of mine who was like complaining that I didn't bring her flowers, stuff of that ilk. And I'm incurably romantic. I'm hopelessly romantic. And yet sometimes I am just plain hopeless and incurable. And speaking of which, I don't see the song here. Hang on. Okay. It's over there. Let's hope this is it. Where are we going to go? Where'd it go? Oh, no. All right, bear with me for a second. Yeah, I am drinking. That is one of the finest imperial stouts that is made right here in Sarlat. And inshallah, in Salat. And, okay, I think we got it now. It's labeled Romeo's Dead. Oh, heavens, no! And that is what the song is, in fact, called. And I dug this one out and did an acoustic version and scared the neighbors, actually, during a Valentine's Day meeting of our virtual online songwriters group with Vinx. And so I remembered this, and here it is. It's all true. It's based on a true story. Purtroppo. Romeo's dead.
You turn hearts into paper airplanes, come away with nothing more than holding hands. Of thee I sing, you are so good, how will I ever meet with your demands? You can kill yourself for love, that's what you wanna get, but you're never gonna equal the example that he set. Say it isn't so. Whoa, whoa, no. Romeo's dead. Romeo's dead. Here's the outline, read the paper. Here's a picture of my ma and my dad. have 86 each memory of true love, and I did not feel so bad. Well, once I could express myself so pure and indiscreet, but now I bite my tongue around the best ones I could meet. Say it isn't so. Whoa, whoa, no. Romeo's dead. Romeo's dead.
Here's your Romeo.
Just pretend you hear the love talk. Make believe I'm crawling to your door. But don't expect Saint Valentine or FTD to visit you no more. There's a way to use these flowers, I just can't remember how. It's no use crying anymore. Wherefore art thou now? Say it isn't so. Whoa, whoa, no. Romeo's dead. Say it isn't so. Whoa, whoa, no. Romeo's dead. No more poison for my cup. I think I'll toughen up. Romeo's dead. Romeo's dead. Romeo's dead. Romeo's dead. Happy New Year, baby.
Baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send ya back to school.
Yeah, there's a way to use these flowers. I just can't remember how. There ain't no use crying anymore, baby. Wherefore art thou now? No more poison for my cup. I think I'll toughen up. Romeo's dead. Okay. But like I said, there's the flip side. There's definitely the B side, the flip side, the other side, the yin to my yang, and the manic to my depression, the sweetness to my intensity. And this is a song that I wrote called Whatever It Takes. It's from my little homemade album called Hectares of Sunflowers. That album was like a homemade chocolate chip cookie. Yeah, the cold winds of Umbria and falling in love.
In the frost, my coldest winter, I'm not as lost as you might think. Oh, I walk sleeplessly around close to the fire. I feel the smoke, I take a drink as the summer uncovered secrets promised a foundation safe and tall. But I moved out further on the high wire. Unexpected gifts were brought. steady hand. The things for which I stand, they will not let me go.
Well, I gave
Everything
you wanted,
and
I came
just
to show I care.
Now
There's no blame.
I am undaunted.
I forgive everything.
Is there. Whatever it takes, whoever wakes and takes my hand, the one with whom I stand will always let you know. Amidst my nervousness and fright, this codependency, but somewhere in this night you shine so bright and try to set me free. Still I remain your slave, makes me grateful and brave. Whatever it takes, you release my brakes, and I'll come walking through. I'll stay right by you. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Yeah, I'm proud to say that's all done on just a little quarter-inch analog Tascam Studio 388. My TIAC MM100 microphone, my Electro Voice RE20, a lot of persistence, and ears that were blessed by God. Whatever it takes.
Let me tell you a little story, children. Back in the days before there ever was computers, or maybe there was computers, but nobody had their home computers.
So, yeah, you had to do it the old-fashioned way. Sit with a microphone, take several takes, mix it, ride the mix, ride the faders, which is, of course, one of my favorite things to point out. And speaking of which, this was the first song I insisted on waiting for to release on Spotify or any of the major things. This song, as well as many of my others, was already present on SoundCloud, and I might actually be switching soon or including some releases on SoundCloud. I'll get to that in a minute. But this was a recording done completely with an 8-track analog quarter-inch machine, and just like, dare I mention some heavy duty name-dropping comparison, just like the Beatles did with Sgt. Pepper's. I had to bounce everything, and so I played the trumpets myself. I couldn't get guys in New York who could nail it exactly like I felt it and like I wrote it. And what I did after that was just decided to document this song. Again, slightly cynical approach to me being the ideal kind of guy. But I played acoustic guitar, I played the electric guitar, this one through like a Tom Schultz Rockman, they called it. I didn't even have a proper amplifier yet in Brooklyn.
I programmed the drums probably on a TR-727 or whatever that's called. I don't think this was done on the R8. And I played the bass. I had this Samsung bass or something that I bought from my friend Gary Augustus, I think, a 5-string bass that I used when I was touring as the bass player and acoustic guitar player with Annie Haslam of Renaissance. And then everything else is just me and my thoughts. But yeah, everything on this. And riding the faders, like I said, was probably the wackiest part. You kids today, you don't even know what that's like. You can't remember what it's like to take a deep breath and go, okay, we're going for the mix now. And it's like here and there and muting and ooh, ooh, ooh. So finally, with the exception of one, it's not a defect. It's something I'd like to have a little louder towards the end. Everything else here is damn skinny. On it. This typical boy. Hope it's not too loud. Then again, I hope it's too loud. Live with it. My sigla, my theme song.
Let's tune in the modern world and find out what we got. You go chasing and pitching those modern girls. Well, I say you better not. Cause any Jackie's Jill, she's only gonna say she will bang her drum slowly. Oh, and there's a man doing the best he can to take my part. So I say typical girls want a typical white knight to ride up on a white horse and hold on tight. Not a tone-deaf singer up till dawn, running my race with blinkers on. She's got typical dreams of a typical date. I'd make it come true, but it's too late. I know what I know, I'm not some kind of typical boy. There goes Greggy, he's chasing the same old curls. Brown-eyed girls marching down 4th Street. Now he's stuck in his own little world. And me, I don't think that's very funny. Cause any Jackie's Jill is always gonna say she will bang her drum slowly. Oh, and Kathleen Ann, as she shakes my hand, breaks a bit of my heart when she says typical girls want a typical white knight to ride up on a white horse and hold on tight. Not a tone-deaf sinner out till dawn, running my race with blinkers on. She's got typical dreams and they're typically great. I'd make them all true, but it's too late. I know what I know, I'm not some kind of typical boy. I said I know what I know, I'm not some kind of typical boy. As the Brooklyn rain comes down, she says she's not gonna monkey around no more. Her mama bought her a wedding gown, and me, I think that's rather hysterical, because I know typical girls want a typical white knight to ride up on a white horse and hold on tight. Not some tone-deaf seeker up till dawn, running my mouth with blinkers on. She's got typical dreams of that mythical mate. I'd make them all true, but it's too late. I know what I know, I'm not some kind of typical Joe. I said I know what I know, I'm not some kind of typical boy.
part. Always wanted to hear that. Just a little louder. Just say it just a little louder now. Yeah, that's what you want. Hallelujah. Oh my God. Oh my God, yeah. That's what she wants. Hallelujah. Typical boy. So yeah, that was before the days of computers, you know. But then just for fun, because I'm really winging it, I'm looking at my not a song list, not a set list. Heaven forbid. I don't do set lists anymore. But this feels like it can, or if it's gonna come on this broadcast, that didn't sound right, no pun intended, then this should be, in the days that we have now of computers, this is a version of the same song, and I turned this one over to my, what I call my Suno stable of talent, my Suno prodigies, my Suno unknown wonders of the world. So this guy I like to call like Otis, not Otis Arkin, Otis Sistrunk, Otis Sistrunk. There we go. That's perfect. Otis Sistrunk and the Sister Act Rejects. Here they are doing my same song. Typical boy. This one's a hoot.
Let's tune in the modern world and find out what we've got. You go chasing and pitching those modern girls. Well, I say you'd better not. 'Cause any Jackie's Jill is only gonna say she will. Bang a drum slowly. Oh, and there's a man doing the best he can to take my part. So I say typical girls want a typical white knight to ride up on a white horse and hold on tight. Now I'm tone deaf singer up till dawn, running my race till dawn.
He fucked up. There you go. Stay on it, boy.
Typical dreams and a typical date. I'd make them all true, but it's too late. I know what I know. I'm not some kind of typical boy.
There goes Greggy, he's chasing the same old girls, brown-eyed girls, marching down 4th Street. Now he's stuck in his own little world, and me, I don't think that's very funny.
'Cause any Jackie's jail is only gonna say she will. Oh, bang her drum slowly. Oh, and Kathleen Ann, as she shakes my hand, breaks a bit of my heart when she says typical girls want a typical white knight to ride up on a white horse and hold on tight. Not a tone deaf sinner out till dawn, running my race with blinkers on. She's got typical dreams and they're typically great. I'd make them all true, but it's too late. I know what I know. I'm not some kind of typical boy. I said I know what I know. I'm not some kind of typical boy. Oh, yeah. As the Brooklyn rain comes down, she says she's not gonna monkey around no more. Her mama bought her a wedding gown. Yeah, me, I think that's rather hysterical. Because I know typical girls want a typical white knight to ride up on a white horse and hold on tight. Not some tone deaf seeker out till dawn, running my race with blinkers on.
It's too late.
I know what I know. I'm not some kind of typical Joe. I said I know what I know. I'm not some kind of typical boy. Give me give me give me
Yeah.
She's got typical dreams of that typical day. I'd make 'em all true, but it's too late. I know what I know. I'm not some kind of typical boy. Oh, typical boy. Oh, typical, predictable boy. I am not, I am not, I am not.
Lordy, 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 lordy. Yeah, I'd make 'em come true, but it's too late. I know what I know. I'm not some kind of typical Joe. I said I know what I know. I'm not some kind of typical boy. But then you get on the sweet side of that, and my same production projects by Workhorse Records and Tapes over in my Suno stables. I turned this one over to Cowboy Sedan, Elijah Sedan, and I just talked to this young lady actually, and she has for like a year. She's been sending me cute little smiles while while all the time warning me she's not tying me up or anything. Don't get any big ideas. Don't count on something. But she's a real sweetheart, and this goes out to Oi. Yeah, it's a A-O-Y. Oi. Oi, hey, oi. Her name means sugar cane. So, yeah, guess where these lyrics came from. And this is Elijah Sedan doing Short and Sweet. Gotta brighten it up after that last song.
I think you're as sweet as sugar, sweet as the soft summer rain. Oh, how I'd love to let you take me out and away from all of this pain. It's been rough, haven't we both had enough? I think that I could be happy with you in my life. I think that you'd be sweet as candy. Excuse me for being so trite. They say I never do stick like glue, but baby, with you I just might. Say I'm in, ante up. I'm taking bets that you're letting me into your life. I can be bold, yeah, I've been told, but my golden heart is beholden to you. Tell me what hoop you want me to jump through.
Thank you for playing our game.
You're short and sweet, and that's telling me something you won't be hard to conceal. It doesn't seem like you're selling me something. You could be closing the deal. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, I'm out. Oh, say, can't you see what I'm talking about? Thank you for being my beautiful smile every night. Thank you for sending me beautiful smiles every night.
Kap kun krap. Thank you, Oi, my dear. I want to go back to Thailand. I told you, man, it's like food is great. The food is sweet. The women are sweet. Got good craft beers there, too. Yeah, I miss Thailand. So, Sawati Kudasai. Wait, my phone is bleeding into this now. What I'd like to do now is play the title song from what was known as my first official album, if there was such a thing. I've been writing songs since I was like 8 years old, so really none of this counts. But let me see. I might have to open up the other instance of Reaper. Let's see if I can find this. I'll let you do this with me. Watch this. How about that? That's a way of including you in my Sunday afternoon. Let's not try to make the pretense that this is completely professional yet. So what I'm going to do is, where was this one? Okay, so there we're there. Let's go over here. And since I redid my computer one of many times, now all the projects were in like another place. Let's see if I open this one. What I'm looking for, I did an album in 1991. I was funded by some generous people, and I went into a studio in Hoboken, New Jersey, and I recorded an album called The Unstoppable Train. This was a major work of sorts of mine, but I'm not going to get too precious about that. I'm just going to see, do I have it here? It's supposed to be here. Got a lot of songs on this one. Uh-oh. I don't see it. The Unstoppable Train was written when I was in India, and I had already written a lot of kind of wordy, novel-like epic verses. So the song really was longer than it should have been or needed to be anyway at that point to begin with. And what happened after that is I had the nerve, or somehow the divine spirit moved me or gave me a message that it needs a chorus. I think this song needs a chorus. So I sat down in the in a tomb of a great spiritual master that I had made pilgrimage to visit. This also doesn't look. This looks weird. As you can see, I'm clipping this off. Sometimes with Reaper, before it's reconfigured, it does this odd thing, and it kind of just cuts songs sometimes where they're really supposed to be starting. But anyway, this song features my dear friend, the late, great, sincerely talented, gifted piano player Raphael Rudd. He's also worked with Peter Townsend and Annie Haslam, just like I worked with Annie Haslam, thanks to Raphael, and toured with her. And the drummer in that band with us was Joe Goldberger, who also plays on this and any of the other songs from the Unstoppable Train album. And I'd like to leave this one with you for the next almost 10 minutes, I think. And this is the title track from Workhorse Music and Tapes album, The Unstoppable Train.
so incredible now. Paradise can only be inside you. That has to be true. 'Cause I'm always thinking there's a reflection that I can sustain as I ride on this unstoppable train. Give me a sign, say when it's time to come home. Suddenly the scene returns to me. I was there when they brought the man down, and everyone was singing, and somber-looking faces all standing in a line, waiting for a chance to clear their slate with the divine. This one goes back into replay, and it's wonderful when he comes around. For a moment will come when the cycle is done and our dust is stirred up by the sound. Somehow I know that I realize how everything seems so incredible now. Paradise can only be inside you. That has to be true. 'Cause I'm always thinking there's a reflection that I can sustain as I ride on this unstoppable train. Give me a sign, say when it's time to come home. Suddenly the scene comes back to me. I was there when they took the man down, and one woman was weeping, and different opinions wandering about. Some suffer to get in, some wanting to get out. Suddenly it all comes back to me. I was there when we heard the man talk, while all the world was sleeping, and they wandered out of Eden, desolate and cold. Pick anything you like, it stems from these days of old. But somehow I know that I realize how everything seems so incredible now. I think the garden is inside of you. That has to be true. 'Cause I'm always thinking there's a reflection that I can sustain as I ride on this unstoppable terrain. Give me a sign, say when it's time to come home. Suddenly the thought occurs to me, I was there before everyone, No, everyone came later, and never again would this happen, till my mind one more time becomes blank, and I'll hear every whisper, and I'll see every hope in every drop of rain and every grain of sand. Every cliche I can fit into my hand, like every injured sparrow with every broken wing. I'll simultaneously hold to and let go of everything. You signal from inside me, I'll swear you gave me all, especially for the ones who say I've got a lot of gall. Ah, well, some of us are seeing, some begging for embrace. Somewhere there's a being, doesn't even have a face. That's my destination. That's your final stop. You don't have a say in this. Orders from the top. Somehow I know that I realize how everything seems so incredible now. Paradise can only be inside you. That has to be true, 'cause I'm always thinking there's a reflection that I can sustain as I ride on this unstoppable train. Give me a sign, say when it's time to come home. Suddenly the thought occurs to me, say when it's time to come home.
As I ride this unstoppable train,
say when it's time to come home.
yeah, there's a reflection I can sustain.
Say when it's time to come home. Say when it's time to come.
Say when it's
home.
time to come home. That's from the Unstoppable Train title track. And it brings me over to our main theme of discussion tonight, which is on that same album. I recorded that album after returning from Japan. So I was in Japan for 6 months. I was working for 6 months in an intercultural theme park called Nagasaki Holland Village, and there I had absolutely some of the most wonderful experiences of my life. And when I was in Japan, in a city like Nagasaki, even before going over there, the story behind this song has to begin here. It was during the Gulf War in America, the first Gulf War. Yeah, it's pretty sad that we have to specify which ones, but so it's during the first Gulf War, okay, and I get a job, fortunately, to go over and work for 6 months under contract in a wonderful intercultural theme park, is what they called it, called Nagasaki Holland Village. And this was in Nagasaki. And yet I had friends saying, "Oh, be careful when you go over there, because they might resent you, because of the atomic bomb. They're not going to like you because the Japanese don't like Americans and all that." And I was like, I already had the thought of, okay, that might be valid, but if it was valid, that would really be sad, because I certainly never had anything against them. That's putting it. And innocently, this happens with a lot of races and a lot of cultures. So anyway, I'm working in Japan. Very professional, wonderful situation with the people, and also on some of my other earlier travels to India, I would notice, like, I'd walk, especially me. I'm a dubious looking character, so I would walk down the street and people might get a little nervous looking. They'd be like, "Who is this guy, and why is he here?" Even at immigration, it was always that great question: "What is your purpose? Why are you?" It's like, why don't you go back to your country? But I've weathered all of those and reveled on all of those experiences. So let me make this story a little briefer, if possible. I was in Japan, and in particular, one day I was riding a bus. Knowing me, I was either not looking for horse farms in those days. I was looking for a place to play basketball at, or something like that, or to buy my brand new Olympus camera with the lunch money that we had been given from the Orandamura sponsors. And I'm on the bus, and same kind of thing. I obviously I know I'm being looked at because of my different complexion, my different energy. There's a little boy. He's looking at me kind of tepidly, kind of shy, and suddenly, I let my smirk go a little further, and I nodded to him, and then, oh my God, he broke out into just the most beautiful, warm, shining smile. And as I was thinking, I just realized, it doesn't matter if our grandfathers hated each other, if our forefathers killed each other. I mean, granted, those are all horrible, things. I'm not looking to diminish the validity of that. But that doesn't mean that in what some people were thinking about as becoming a new humanity, or that in today's new brotherhood of man, that we wouldn't have to decide that, oh yeah, those guys are bad. I'm gonna, like, get my guard up, or I'm gonna kill them off, before they kill me off. So that inspired, that triggered, no pun intended, the writing of "We Will Never Fight," and more importantly, my days visiting, and I'm serious. I'm gonna almost get. I am not almost get. That's redundant. I'm gonna get teary-eyed here. When I visited the Atomic Bomb Museum in Nagasaki, it just made a deep, indelible impression on me. I thought, wow, why do, of course, it was just the human aspect of the event, of the suffering, and not like it's the only one. Of course, I'm aware of that. Don't start writing into me about that. I've got enough little jabs and debates going on about the Knox Kircher murder still, but that's a separate podcast, as I like to say. But it made such an impression, and I just thought, even if in generations past, there's no reason why we can't decide to never fight. And even when I was of draft age during the Vietnam War years, I used to think, it really, if they try to send me a draft notice, and I was lottery number 009, by the way, it's the only time I was in the top 10 in my in my career. But I thought I'm not going to go. I mean, like Muhammad Ali and many other conscientious objectors. I knew that if I got my notice, I was going to hightail it to Calgary, Canada. I told my friends that, and forewarned my parents. I'm not even sure if they cared. I was like, good, get them out of here. But no, I was going to go to Calgary because they have rodeos, and I love horses, and I was idolizing Walt Garrison of the Dallas Cowboys in those days, because we're talking back when I was 18, 19, 20 years old. And I figured that's it. Calgary's got the two things I really like, rodeos and American football. Oddly enough, that's all I cared about back then till somehow I got the bug to go back into music. But yeah, where was I on that? The Atomic Bomb Museum, the Japanese, my experience working there. And so I wrote We Will Never Fight. Now, We Will Never Fight is a, how do I put this? Again, it's a song that doesn't only just say, hey, peace and love, man. You know, it has to go further than that. It just has to. So it's, based on those experiences, the young man smiles, the little boy laughs, and the lamb lays down with the lion. I always said I would wash my hands if they tried to turn me to Orion. Well, they keep the chain, saying too late to change. Color me as still willing to try between what you're taught and a dance with death. You are capable now to ask why so many here before us lived a lie. And we will never fight. That's not what life is for. We will scream with all our might, and we will swear to kill no more. So it was like, they may riot in the streets, it said, till the very last vote had been cast. There were riots going on in the streets in the Middle East and in India, actually, during that time. So there's flowers here as she bowed her head to uncover the bulk of the blast. Now, I was written about the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi because the killer waited in line to come up and present him with a bouquet of flowers and detonate the bomb. While there stand I, with my hands untied, on an opposite side of the world. And that kind of goes without saying. It's like catching the corners of innocent smiles as the flags of new hope are unfurled. And here's the one that gets me. Here's the one that I think is really important. Let every living being have its life. You got me? Let me say that again. Let every living being have its life. Because we will never fight. That never was our war. So try to love all you can. Try to love still yet more. There'll be no battle cry, not like there was before. Because now I know we'll never fight. Your eyes say that, and so much more. This also is a large reason why the opening song on my Diving Horse album, this is the Diving Horse theme, by the way, was a song called The War in My Head, meaning the war in my head only leads to peace, and the Lord of my heart is love. So I followed up in We Will Never Fight with lyrics, and I am explaining these, by the way, because I've been challenged by one of the distributing companies as to whether this is really my song. Oh, how could this be yours? Or are you sampling something else? Without getting into dragging you through the whole schmagegi of that, schlepping you through that saga. Let me say, so that it gets through the second chorus of We Will Never Fight, and there's a positive nature and lots of goodwill in the heart of each whistle-stop town. The reason I wrote that is because I was on a tour of sorts. I was fortunate enough to have a contracted, a contracted series of 6 months in Japan, but I also had already played music a couple of times in India, and I, of course, had lived in Italy for 24 years ultimately. I don't know, I'm just getting kind of tongue-tied here. I didn't script this. I just decided today was important, and I'm running a little behind today because, I mean, things have gotten revved up and stressed up. I'm in France, thanks to the really good-hearted, again, good-willed nature of my dear friend Vince Paré. Vince invited me to get out of the Mexican heat and come here and help him do some mixing, which we still haven't gotten around to. Help him figure out how to better his live streaming setup every day on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and Patreon. Patreon, listen to me. So I also have a Patreon page, as you know, and go there, go to my GoFundMe page. But so I'm here, and this is probably going to be my last Sunday for the moment, broadcasting from upstairs at vinxmusic.com's recording studio / crash pad. So where was I? Yeah, there's a positive nature and lots of goodwill in the heart of each whistle-stop town. Like Paradiso, I come to life. It's the usual merry-go-round. Now that line could only have come from me, I hate to say, because where I lived in Italy was just above a zone called Paradiso, which is Italian for heaven, or of course, or paradise. But a close friend of mine in those days had sent me a postcard while I was working in Japan. And the postcard said, "Oh, it's a shame you're not here. You would love it. Paradiso has come to life. It's the usual merry-go-round." And I've lost count of the faces that all passed me by. One by one, single file. Now that's more a reference to not only some pilgrimage events that I'd performed at or experienced when traveling through India, but it's mostly referring to my work at Nagasaki Holland Village, because everyone who would pass me by during the day, we'd take photos together. The job was being described, detailed as being, you're a good-willed ambassador. I guess that's why it was easy to put the term goodwill in the song. So there's lots of good nature and goodwill in the heart of each whistle-stop town. Like Paradiso, I come to life. It's the usual merry-go-round. And I've lost count of the faces that all wished me well, past them all one by one, single file. That was my day walking around Holland Village. Now I thrill to these friendly exchanges and dance, clapping hands in that kid sister style. Now that specifically, and again, for me, that was my initial encounter with Manija Irani. Mani was beautiful, wonderful soul, a younger sister of an Indian spiritual master. I'm yes, deliberately avoiding getting into that part. But Mani, when I met her the first time, she came around the corner, and she was just kind of bop, 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 clapping her hands and singing to herself. And she looked at me and already knew who I was, which deeply hit me harder than any bomb, I can tell you that. No, I shouldn't say that. But, yeah, clapping hands and that kid sister smile. May God help and support us with his smile, which is another line from the very postcards that I got from my aforementioned friend Valeria in Paradiso in Italy, that we will never fight. That's not what life is for. And we will scream with all our might, let the killing be no more. There'll be no battle cry, not like there was before. Now we're all aiming for the light, and every man's an open door, saying we will never fight. Now, someone heard the song that I had written, and I got the opportunity to go into a very small recording studio, which was directly across the street from Ground Zero of the atomic bombing, and do a quick, but you'll hear, very effective demo. It's not a demo, it's the version at this point of this song. It was just so special recording it with that fresh energy, being able to record it with I'm getting emotional here, with one of the Japanese sound engineers, ultimately contributing bass and keyboards. I had played in the few hours we had that night at Papa's Music in Nagasaki. I had written the song. I had probably demoed it on my little 4-track cassette. Yeah, one of those 4-track little cassette Tascam studios, the same like Springsteen is famous for using for Nebraska. We go into this 8 or 16-track analog studio in Peace Park, and I laid down my drum track, which was my my programming of the Roland R808 human field drum machine. I had programmed my drum track in my dressing room at Nagasaki Holland Village while the jugglers and stilt walkers and Chinese acrobats or whatever were putting on their makeup, in the case of the mimes and the clowns. And so I had that. And so I transferred that into the studio, laid down 2 acoustic guitar tracks with my black Guild cutaway guitar that I treated myself to after my work with Annie Haslam. And then I also, that was pretty much it. I laid down the vocal. And I am proud to say, One Take Jake is what they used to call me at Intelligent Productions in North Hollywood. I nailed the first take without any overdubs and the harmony take without any overdubs, including I saw the eyes raised with that high oh yeah at the end, and that's in harmony. So I couldn't be prouder of that. There's rare times when I can reach that level of proficiency, or whatever else you want to call it, of just inspiration, pure inspiration. And then we invited many of the friends that were working with us at Holland Village to come in at the end of the session, because I wanted to have an international Brother of Humanity type chorus at the end of the song, just doing the refrain, "We will never fight, we will never fight." And so we had the other, like I said, Cindy Marvel, who was one of the jugglers, Jean, Terry, people who worked at the park from South Africa, from Holland, like Vune, and our Japanese crew, of course, Saizo, and there is, oh my God, I can't remember all of the names at the moment, but I thrill to the exchanges of that as I think about it now. And yeah, we cut the song the next day. Makoto, whose name translates to truth, he did a mixdown. I wasn't even in the room for the mixdown, which is probably a good thing. And that was it, man. Yes, I played the guitar solo because I kind of knew where the feeling was, and yeah, Makoto put some bass and keyboards on the next day. But during the session, more importantly, Makoto and I, on one track, chanted the phrase "Korosuna." Korosuna was the anti-war slogan of a peace movement, anti-nuclear, anti-war movement in Japan. Korosuna simply translates to "do not kill." And so you'll hear that in this song as well. Now, this today, da, 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 this is going to be my unveiling of a remastered version of this song. I had always intended on doing that. If you go to my Patreon page, you'll see a blog. I intend to do some more blogs and even a documentary video, more specifically or in a better way, elaborating and detailing the story behind the writing of this song, which obviously means a lot to me and moved me a lot, means a lot to good friends of mine like Steve Marshall, the magician who worked also with us at Holland Village. If you go to my YouTube page, there already is a version of this from from December 10th of a few years ago. That I made to participate with Play Music on the Porch Day, but more importantly to coincide with World Peace Through Music Day that Peter Gabriel and other artists were involved with. I've been trying to keep up with everything. That's all I can say. So now this song once again was the second cut on the first release of the Unstoppable Train album. But then when I would make my own CDs, I realized the energy of this original Nagasaki demo just felt the best and still does. And there's no way I'd ever be able to surpass this. I've just gone too far in describing the innocence, the purity, the good-hearted naivete and hopelessly romantic once again, and optimistic, as much of an intense curmudgeon or grumbly guy I can get misunderstood as being many times. I'm gonna still maintain that there's that beastly side to me, but I'm a sweetheart. So what I'd like to do is have the pleasure of playing on this show, because this will be on the Spotify page soon. I should be uploading it to the SoundCloud page, and I'll upload it myself to my YouTube channel, and mostly, how many times have I said mostly? But with my deep, serious regard for the anniversarial date of the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I want to dedicate this song, as always, to my slogan of "Let every living being have its life," and try to love all you can. Try to love still yet more, because we will never fight. The world's not like before. Now we're all aiming for the light. Every man's an open door. We will swear to kill no more. And from the little boy from Hiroshima, Tatsuro Furukawa, whose picture you can see in my blog on my Patreon page. My Patreon page, by the way, is also called or subtitled The Diving Horse. Tatsuro's picture is also there on the banner for the song on SoundCloud. Tatsuro, with his Hanshin Tiger's cap, fell in love with me, and I with him and his whole family, really, that day when playing music at Nagasaki Holland Village. So this is for my dear, dear friend forever, Tatsuro Furukawa. If you hear this, write to me. I've wondered where you are, and I've never forgotten you. And this is for everyone, everyone in Hiroshima, and most of all the beautiful, wonderful people that I met and loved and worked with in Japan at Nagasaki Holland Village. This is the remastered anniversary. It seems like it's strange. This is the remastered retrospective release of We Will Never Fight.
Well, the young man smiles, and the little boy laughs, and the lamb lays down with the lion. I only said I would wash my hands if they tried to turn me to Orion. Well, they keep the chain, saying too late to change. Color me as still willing to try. Between what you're taught and a dance with death, you are capable now to ask why. So many here before us lived the life, but we will never fight. That's not what life is for, and we will scream with all our might, and we will swear to kill no more. Maybe riots in the street, it's said, till the very last vote has been cast. There's flowers here as she bowed her head, just to cover the bulk of the blast. And there stand I, with my hands untied, on an opposite side of the world, catching the corners of innocent smiles as the flags of new hope are unfurled. Let every living being have its life, and we will never fight. This was not our war, and we will scream with all our might. Life itself's worth living for. There'll be no battle cry, not like it was before. 'Cause now I know we'll never fight. Your eyes say that and so much more. There's a positive nature and lots of goodwill in the heart of each whistle-stop town. Like paradiso, I come to life on the usual merry-go-round. I've lost count of the faces that all wish me well, past them all one by one, single file. I thrill to the friendly exchanges and dance, clapping hands in that kid sister style. May God help and support us with His smile, that we will never fight. That's not what life is for. We will scream with all our might. Let the killing be no more, 'cause we will never fight. The world's not like before. Now we're all aiming for the light, and every man's an open door.
like it. I hope you do too. Wow. Man, I can't follow that. Can only take it forward. Try to think it through and do what's right. Never fight. I worked hard getting that ready for today, so I really hope everybody recognizes that. Or no, that's not up to me to insist that. Hope you appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you, and until next time on WRKN, this is caris-arkin signing off for today, saying never stop looking for truth, never stop living for love. Go to my Patreon page, visit my GoFundMe or my PayPal links. Help me, help me, help me. But mostly be kind to each other. Tell the people you love them. And have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you soon. Ciao for now.